In this video, it turns out you can polish a turd. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This Golf is an absolute eyesore and I need to do something about that. It looks like it's hardly ever had a wash in its life, never mind a polish. So I'd like to give it a good clean up and try and make it a little bit less offensive to those that see it from the outside rather than the person that's driving it. What I'm going to do is give it a quick wash. By the way, if you're a detailer, this probably isn't the video for you because you're not going to enjoy this. I must stress, it's not a how-to guide. There's not going to be any two bucket action here, and some of the polishing stuff later in the video is going to be a bit iffy as well. But it'll do the job for an old crappy car like this. So first of all, I'm going to give it a good wash. A single bucket method with some cheap Halford's car shampoo and the world's worst pressure washer. So let's get to that, get some of the grime off. So that's it looking a little bit cleaner. It looked a lot better when it was wet than it does now that it's dry. So it's time to give it a polish. Now, I was going to cheap out on this as well and use some cheap Halford's car polish on my machine polisher, but that didn't work particularly well. So the next day we come back with some G3, which I can hear all the detail screaming now because it's a really harsh, horrible polish and there's far better stuff out there. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to clean up the paint on this thing quickly, relatively easily. Wasn't looking for a perfect job, it just needed it to look better than it did. So we hit it with G3 on my dual action polisher, which is just a cheap no-name one from Argos. No fancy detailing products here, and some random unbranded pad that I had lying about. So let's have a look at doing that with the G3. And as you can see, that's made a noticeable difference. Now, with the extent of the swirls and marring and general horribleness of the paint on this car, it probably needs multiple passes with various compounds, various pads to get a proper unmarked mirror finish. But I'm happy enough that it's made enough of a difference that we're just going to leave it at that. The worst of the swirling and stuff is gone. Yeah, if you look close up, there's still quite a lot of scratches and marks and what have you, but that'll do for this old banger, which is never going to be a show winner. So next, on with some Built Hamber double speed wax. I like it because it goes on really quickly, as the name suggests. Pretty quick to apply, easy enough to buff off, and it leaves a nice shine. So there we go. As you can see, it's absolutely transformed the car. It's much shinier, and you'll also see from these photos that I've replaced some of the bent and broken trim with some new black rubbing strips on the doors. I've left a little bit of the trim off for now because there's some wheel arch covers going to go on the rusty arches once I've given them some rust treatment. But that's one for the next video. But let's have a look at the results. So then, that's one disgusting, horrible car made slightly less horrible with a bit of polish and bit of a clean, and it definitely looks a lot better for it. Join me next time when I'll get those wheel arch covers fitted to make the arches look a little bit less offensive, and we'll hopefully sort out the non-working electric windows and the dodgy door locks to make this car a little bit easier to live with. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because it's only going to get better from here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.